It was a quiet, celebratory morning when Smokey Robinson turned 85, but the energy surrounding him was nothing short of electric. "You don't even look close to it," someone remarked, and he chuckled with his signature melodic laugh. "I feel 50, he replied, his eyes twinkling with the charm that had defined his entire career. It was a fitting reflection of a life that had spanned nearly 9 decades, a life filled with music, creativity, and triumphs that most people can only dream of. Sir Smokey had traveled the world, played for thousands of fans, and earned his place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, a true testament to his enduring influence. His voice and lyrics defined love for entire generations, solidifying his role as Motown's soft-spoken poet. Yet, behind the polished image lay a story of resilience, challenges, and a deep personal journey through the complexities of fame and life. The boy from Detroit. Humble beginnings. Before the awards, the tours, and the international fame, Smokey Robinson was simply William Robinson Jr., a quiet boy growing up in the north end of Detroit. His world was modest, but rich in rhythm, laughter, and community. His mother, Flossie, worked tirelessly to provide stability, instilling in him values of resilience and hard work. His older sister, Geraldine, often took on the role of a second parent, protecting and guiding him in ways that left a lasting impact. His father, though loving, was often absent due to the struggles of finding steady work as a black man in Detroit. That absence created a void that Smokey would spend much of his life trying to understand. The city itself was changing rapidly in the 1940s and 50s, full of music, migration, and opportunities. These sounds, soulful melodies from artists like Jackie Wilson and Nolan Strong, became a soundtrack for Smokey's early imagination, planting the seeds for the music that would later define his career. Shop Around, the breakthrough hit. In 1960, the Miracles released Shop Around, a song that became Motown's first million-selling hit. For Smokey, this success was the confirmation he had long hoped for, that the quiet boy from Detroit had something extraordinary to offer the world. It was a moment of validation, yet it's built on the lore of his youth. The steady guidance of his mother, the absence of his father, and the understanding that music could communicate emotions words could not. By the mid-1960s, Smokey's role had expanded far beyond performing. He became a writer, producer, and even a vice president at Motown, helping shape the label's identity and influence. However, the growing pressures of leadership, public image, and personal vulnerability began to surface, hinting at the complexities Smokey would face in the years to come. Behind the scenes at Motown, the complexity of success. Motown, behind its polished public image, was a place of immense pressure, long hours, and occasional creative disagreements. Smokey's close relationship with Berry Gordy was essential for support, but it also tied him to responsibilities that sometimes overshadowed his personal desires. By his early 30s, Smokey became vice president at Motown, a prestigious role that came with high expectations. Along with his administrative duties, he still had to juggle songwriting, producing, and performing. The demands of fame and the responsibilities of leadership left little room for self-care. By the early 1970s, Smokey began to feel the weight of these competing demands. His growing need for personal balance led him to consider a future beyond the Miracles. A decision that surprised fans but was reflective of the internal tension Smokey had long felt. The storm behind the spotlight, personal and professional complexities. By the mid-1970s, the life Smokey had worked so hard to build began to feel strained. He remained productive and admired, but emotional fault lines started to show beneath his composed exterior. His relationship with Diana Ross, which had begun years earlier, evolved into a deep emotional connection. Though their relationship remained private, the bond between them grew stronger blending affection, shared ambition, and the unique pressures of Motown. This closeness, while never fully revealed, added layers of complexity to Smokey's life, blurring the lines between friendship and intimacy. As Motown transitioned to Los Angeles and the environment grew more competitive, Smokey's struggle to maintain his creative integrity while adapting to change became evident. The marriage to Claudette, once a steady partnership, began to show subtle signs of strain as distance and long separations took their toll. Personal loss and reflection. The turning point. By the early 1980s, Smokey found himself at a crossroads. His public persona hid the emotional strain and professional pressures he had been carrying for years. His marriage to Claudette, though enduring, eventually came to a quiet end in 1986, after years of small fractures. Around the same time, Smokey began a period of deep personal reflection, confronting the habits and choices that had accompanied his rise to fame. These years of introspection, though challenging, were crucial for Smokey to understand the realities of aging, the importance of personal responsibility, and the need for balance in his life. Rebirth and creativity. A return to artistic passion. Emerging from the difficulties of the 1980s, Smokey found a renewed sense of focus and purpose. He turned to spirituality and reflection, and his creative energy was reignited. His 1991 Heartbeat reflected not only artistic excellence, but also personal growth. The calmness in his voice, the clarity of his lyrics, and the steady presence he displayed on stage demonstrated a man who had faced darkness and emerged stronger, more centered, and deeply committed to his craft. This period marked a rebirth of sorts, showcasing Smokey's resilience and his ability to find new creativity, even after years of personal struggle. Later life and personal happiness, finding peace and love. After years of personal growth, Smokey found companionship and love once again when he married Frances Gladney in 2002. Their relationship, based on years of friendship, mutual respect, and shared values, reflected a more grounded phase of Smokey's life. Together, they maintained a private, peaceful life, nurturing their relationship away from the public eye. In his later years, Smokey has embraced reflection and gratitude, finding satisfaction in knowing that his contributions to music remain timeless. He continues to inspire people, not only through his music, but through the example of perseverance, humility, and dedication to life beyond the stage. Conclusion: a testament to resilience and humanity. Smokey Robinson's life, spanning more than 8 decades, is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. His music, artistry, and influence continue to resonate across generations. Yet, the depth of his story lies not only in public achievements, but in the private perseverance, reflection, and personal growth that defined him. From the boy in Detroit to the Motown legend, his journey shows how embracing life's complexities with grace and dedication leads to enduring success. As he continues to reflect, create, and inspire, the world remembers Smokey Robinson not just for the songs, but for the enduring humanity that shaped them. A life lived fully, with love, passion, and quiet strength.